Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It is your girl here, the Venusian Bull, and I am back to continue my Planets in the Houses series. And we are going to be discussing planets in the third house in this series, starting with the sun in the third house. All right, so just as a little brief overview of the third house has to deal with communication of all kinds, media. It has to deal with your immediate surroundings, like your neighborhood, aka the hood, siblings, short distance travel, driving cars, and your early education, so to speak. So it's a lot like encompassed in this third house. So these videos may be a little bit longer because it's a couple of different things that I may need to touch on. All right, so if you have your sun in the first house, that may be similar to having your sun in Gemini with a little Leo flair, okay? So the sun in the third house, this is definitely an intellectual. I mean, any planets in the third house are intellectual. You love to read, you love to learn, you're very inquisitive, especially as a child. Remember, this house has to deal with your early upbringing. So very inquisitive as a child, very outspoken. What you say and what you write and what you put out there in, in terms of your words and in terms of your communication is very important to you. This house also has to deal with siblings. So you could kind of be like the oldest or like the boss of your siblings. You could be like that bossy type of sibling with the sun in the third house. This is somebody who loves to talk, most definitely. This is someone who loves to communicate with people, albeit you may be a little bit overbearing, you may overtalk people and things of that nature, but you love talking to people, you love communicating with people. You can pretty much strike up a conversation with anyone. You're just very, very interested in understanding a wide scope of things. You know, they always say Gemini is the sign that knows a little bit about everything, but not a lot about one thing, like not an expert on one thing. So that's definitely the sun in the sun in the third house mentality. So definitely keep that in mind. So this is a very playful, kind of vibrant personality, and it will come across in the way that they communicate as well. You may not ever see them without a book or, audio book these days because, technology. They may, have a YouTube channel. They may have some way to communicate, podcast, radio. This is just a great way to express yourself with words. And, these are the people that are on social media that say whatever is on their mind. They don't care. It's very, it's usually an intelligent manner, but it can sometimes be kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? They can kind of not care about how they're coming across because this is the sun energy that we're talking about. So this is about being prideful. This is about being prideful in the way that you communicate. And you may have this notion that you're always right in terms of that aspect and things of that nature. So you're definitely going to be heavily involved in social media wars going back and forth. That whole clapping back thing that may be your thing. Early childhood. I would say you were probably a really good student, very outspoken student. You maybe always raised your hand in class, or you may have been the jokester as well, the prankster, the clown. So this is a very fun energy. This is somebody you could definitely have like an intelligent conversation with, somebody who can teach you a lot. Probably somebody with a brightly colored car or something like that. They might have a yellow car or something. It's very sun in the third house. So just be careful of being overbearing in your speech, just being too bossy in the way that you communicate. And try to listen to other people's opinions as well. If you're asking the questions, listen to the answers. You know what I'm saying? You may have a lot of encounters with neighbors, a lot of friends from the old neighborhood and things like that. So that pretty much sums up sun in the third house. Be sure to check out my other video for the planets in the first and the second house, and also check out my monthly and weekly forecast videos. I just started doing that as well. And until next time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and look me up on Facebook and Instagram at Venusian Bull, Venusian Bull 89 on Instagram and Venusian Bull on Facebook. Okay? All right. See you in the next video.